And it's always important to just remain disciplined. Whenever you see your trade setup appear, then you take those trades. If not, then you don't have a trade. The difference between this one is the take profit was at 21,647. So that take profit got hit around somewhere here. I got an email yesterday from SIEG Path, well, SIEG Path, and they have completed their rebranding. They've upgraded everything that they had to, and they're back live. They sent an email out to all of their clients, I suppose, just letting them know that they're back online and their accounts are back. Lately I've been losing my mind. Certain things I can't find. Need some freedom. Show me a little attention. Little trust and some passion. Boy, oh boy, we back. We back. It's another video, a brand new week. It's been a while, honestly, since I opened the camera, so you should be seeing this video very, recent to when it's recorded. And before we get right into it, I hope you're doing amazing. Like, really do. I hope you have a very blessed week as well. So, we get into the bag this week. Anyways, if you're new here, welcome to my channel. And my name is Kevon Roach, and this is a place where I share what it's like being a full-time trader from the Caribbean, and specifically, but life both on and off the charts. And for right now, charts is going on a little bit crazy right now. So I don't have a trade. It's after 9:30, but I have to leave home. So, like in the previous videos, as of recent, for some reason, we getting in town. I mean, you and me, we are walking with the camera and dealing with the little awkwardness in town. But yeah, we ain't. Alright, so I really get a chance to open the camera. Almost completely home. And the eye is so bright as heck. But with any market, just start to shake y'all a little. Yeah. This is how it looks. Hey. Alright, we can go over there and get some fruits. Here's one. Alright, good afternoon. What's up on the sweet pig now? Sorry, the eye is so bright, but they can't go lower than this. How much is your bottle of honey? Let me get a bottle of it.
Which one?
1,500. And a bunch of orange. Don't mind if I video your fruits, auntie?
No.
Okay, thanks. And a bunch of orange, right? All right, and we're back. Not entirely soon as we come back. It's a couple minutes or like an hour and something after. And in case y'all want to see how KFC can look like next time, cause they're done. But we're back, and we still don't actually have any trades. So the last time I looked at the charts, the price action was pretty bullish. We had this large impulsive bull candle right here, and then we had a bearish retracement taking out the low, but the trade still didn't meet my criteria, so I didn't actually take the position, and price just kept on going up. However, when I got home, I looked on the charts and marked out an area of interest which was below this low, but I also marked this one here, as you could see by this potential sell order. And when we drop down to the 5 minute, you'll see it a little bit more clear. It was this low right here. Once price broke below this low, I marked it up, and it came pretty close to breaking that low. But I didn't actually set this as a pending order, as a sell stop or anything on MT5. I just marked it up on TradingView, and if we closed below this area, then visually I would have some type of alert that's saying, you know, I should be looking for sells at this point. But we didn't actually close that way, so no trades for today, which is okay with me, you know. I am completely fine with a couple days off. Sometimes trading could be a little stressful, and it's always important to just remain disciplined. Whenever you see your trade setup appear, then you take those trades. If not, then you don't have a trade. But this can vary, because I realize people saying this, but it doesn't apply to everyone, because scalpers might see their setup multiple times in a day, while a swing trader mightn't even see it for a day or two. So, you know, food for thought. It's different folks, different strokes. But this is the situation right now, and I didn't pick up anything as in terms of gears in town to show y'all today, but I definitely can be doing more of these day in the life, or just bringing y'all with me anytime I'm going anywhere on the road, so you could see what it's like outside of the charts as well. So this is the situation for right now. Once I get a trade, then I'm gonna come back and open the camera and give you guys an update. But if not, then we'll open the camera tomorrow and then continue the week. All right, a lot of background noise. Let's see how good this mic is. So we're back, and it's the next day. I didn't actually find any trades during the day yesterday, but I kind of went out with some friends, and you know, a little drinky drink went to the head, and then when I come home, I saw a setup that kind of was according to my rules. It really was. But the only difference was it was like 10 something in the night, in the PM. So yeah, that was breaking my rules, and I suffered a loss because of it. I honestly didn't plan on telling you about it, but then I was like, who am I into? Who am I robbing? You know, and this trade still counts in that 30 trade sample. This is the first mess up. On another note, I'm at 18 trades out of the 30 trade sample. So food for thought. But when we go over here to the charts, you'll see there that your boy had a beautiful W this morning. But it wasn't always like this, to be honest. I actually sent out this trade with a smaller take profit. The difference between this one is the take profit was at 21,647. So that take profit got hit around somewhere here, right there. 647. Come on. All right, just before here, 648. But I sent this as the take profit and stop loss out to the communities, but I held this trade just a little bit further, because when I zoomed out on the 15-minute, there was an old fair value gap that was not filled, was not retraced into, and I thought that price might want to get there before changing direction. And that fair value gap is exactly at 21,700. When we zoom out and just go back in time to 21,700, and just extend the charts, we'll see that 21,700 was just at the start of this fair value gap. that was aiming to the downside. So I took profit once we got to that area right there, and price reversed to a T. Now there are some trades missing from here that I did not, well, I had it marked up, but I just removed it because it's not trades that I sent out to the community, and it was looking very confusing on the charts. But I took two sell positions, one at 10 something p.m. last night, like around here, sell, and then in the morning as well, once we took liquidity up there, I had a sell right around here. So both were losses, but in the same direction, and I got out of both trades and then entered a long position. So all in all, I'm at my 18th trade for the 30 trade sample. I am still in drawdown, not that much in drawdown, it's like 1% drawdown, but regardless, we're still here, we're still fighting. The results have been somewhat consistent, especially since I started tracking the percentage gain. But let's see how it goes, man. That's it for today. We ain't really got much breakdown to do. I can tell you about the same trades that I take over and over. We send that out at 9:58 a.m. At 10:03, it was looking very good. At 11:27, we were almost at TP, and then at 11 minutes after 12, TP hit. So yeah, that was a good trade. It's a good trading day. I made about 0.74%, I believe. Let me just verify that in the journal. After obviously losing 0.66% with the two positions, I have it as yesterday's trade, which was last night. So yeah, it was an L, and I lost 0.66%, and I gained 0.74 today. So I realistically only gained 0.08%, but it's still a gain at the end of the day. So I ain't fighting it. I ain't fighting it. Any hoozle, I'm probably gonna call it after today's video or for today's trade, and I'm definitely gonna catch you guys tomorrow. By the way, if you made it this far in the video, please don't forget to subscribe and leave a like while you're at it, because it goes a far way. It also helps the algorithm recommend this type of content for persons like you interested in it. So don't forget. And I'll catch you tomorrow, Wednesday, where, oh, by the way, we actually have a GTFX meetup with a few members of the community. So we're going to the mall, going to Starbucks. We might also get to test drive some BYD vehicles, but hey, keeping the fingers crossed. Let's see how that goes. So we're back, and it's the next day, Wednesday, the day where we're having that semi meetup for the GTFX community. And I have a trade. It's a sell, as you can see there on the charts, but it honestly doesn't look so good. It does not look the way it was looking earlier, but I probably should have waited on better confirmation. This is the situation. It's according to my rules. We did see a sweep of 15-minute liquidity, then the break of the low that was farmed before that. However, it was not hold liquidity, it was just liquidity farmed this morning, and the sweep to the downside is actually sweeping yesterday's liquidity. I entered a position earlier, however, it was a long, so I got stopped out once price retraced and created that wick to the downside at 10 a.m. And then I saw confirmation on the 5 minutes, which was the break and close below the low that was formed before the 15-minute liquidity was taken. But it was large impulsive wicks, and on the 15-minute it was just a wick. It was no fair value gap. So I didn't get a chance to align all of the time frames because on the hourly it's consolidation. So if I'm stopped out of this one, that'll make it about 1% loss for the day. Kindly erasing all the profit that I made yesterday. It was just a small percent, but regardless, this is the 20th trade in the 30 trade sample. I have 10 more trades to go, so just hanging in there. Just really and truly want this account to survive the entire 30 trade sample before I study the results and decide whether I want to come with something different or will stick with it. But this is the situation. This is how I was looking. I am I'm planning on leaving home by 12, and it's currently 10:36 in the AM. So I don't know if I'm going to get to fill you in on this trade if we do choose to reverse. If we choose to go up, then I'll most likely get to capture that and just fill you in on it before we head out. But that's how it's looking so far. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, one very important quick update. I got an email yesterday from SIG Path, well, SIEG Path, and they have completed their rebranding. They've upgraded everything that they had to, and they're back live. They sent an email out to all of their clients, I suppose, just letting them know that they're back online, and their accounts are back. The accounts that you had before, once it was not breached, then you'll get back your account. You'll also receive a brand new account. For me, I had a 20K account, which was in a little bit drawdown. So I got the same 20K account and a brand new 20K account. And for those who were in profit in phase one, they upgraded you to phase two for free. And those who were phase two were upgraded to live. And for the live accounts, they also got a free account as well. So it was honestly a good wait, to be honest. I didn't mind waiting until they had their transition. They were still active in the Discord. There were emails, frequent emails to let you know what stage they're at, and at least letting you know that they're still working on going back live. And now that they're live again, they also compensated you for the wait, because for persons who were only trading through Seed Fund, then that might have taken away a little bit of their capital, or at least the potential to make capital. But now that Seed Path is back and they also give you a free account, then it's more than enough to recuperate the losses that you missed out on, as long as you know your trading strategy. Anywho, so I think that that topic deserves a separate video, so I won't go too much in depth. But as you know, the link to check out SeedPath, brand new website, their brand new rebrand from Seed Fund to SeedPath, will be in the description. You can go ahead and check them out, and they'll more than likely be running some type of promotion. So I'll check that out in much more detail in the next video, but just giving you a heads up that they're back online right now. So if you're interested in trading with them, then links in the description. And for right now, looking at this trade, this small retracement, like it ain't giving me hope. I am still just going to watch the trade and let it play out. I'm not closing early or anything like that. I'm gonna accept this loss like a man, and hopefully we'll get a chance to recover during the week if it's a loss. If not, then fair enough. I'm still gonna stick to high probability trades. It was looking like a high probability trade, but it's not. I needed to wait on more confirmation, and that's a fault of mine. So that is crazy how the whole time I've been talking and I thought the screen was recording, but it was. So y'all didn't see anything that I've been explaining for the past 5-6 minutes. Anyways, there it is. You get the gist. We're in a little bit of drawdown on the sell, and yeah, this is the situation. Yeah, just take everything into context with what I said before. I didn't actually show the website for Seedpath, so you're not missing out on anything. It was just this. But yeah, I'm gonna come back and give you the update once we get to any of our areas of interest.
What part are you in? What part is so
This the one here is Rapanodi, and alright. Yeah. Huh?
I probably seen it this morning.